Now we are going to discuss ledger accounts in the books of Mr. Vale Murugan for the month of March 1999. So what they will be giving, they will be giving the question like this. Okay, so from the following transactions of Mr. Vale Murugan, you are required to write up his journal, post the entries in the ledger accounts and balance the accounts at the end of the month. So they will be giving the transactions like this, 20 to 25 transactions, something they will be giving like this. What you must do, you have to pass the journal entries for that and you have to post all the journal entries into ledger accounts. Okay, so they will be giving the transactions like this from March 1st to 31st of March. So you have to pass the journal entries. Based upon journal entries, you have to prepare the ledger accounts. Now, today's session, we are not going to pass any journal entries. So, already I have passed the journal entries and kept like this. Okay, so journal entries you have to adapt one format, and for ledger accounts you have to adapt one format. Okay, so journal entries will be using single page. Okay, so the format will be like this. If your accounts note is like this, what you will do for journal entry, you will be using single page only. Okay, you will be using only one page, either this page only or you will be using only this page, not both the sides. But for ledger accounts, no, you will be using both the sides together. Okay, so for journal entries, you will be using only one page, a single page will be used, either this page or that page, whatever might be. So only one page will be used, whereas for ledger accounts, you will be using both the side simultaneously, you will be using like this. Okay, you have to have your note like this for preparing the ledger accounts. For journal, one side is enough. Okay, so the question is given to you. So I will not be passing the journal entries. I'm straight away moving to the ledger accounts because already it has been passed in the journal entries. So journal entry format is this one. Okay, you have to write the heading and then date, particulars, and you will be having LF column here, ledger folio number. One column will be there. I skipped out that one. You just give it, an amount debit credit column, and you have to pass all the entries, and also you should mention the narration also. So this is the journal entries for the entire problem. Now I am going to straight away move to the ledger, how to prepare the ledger accounts for today's session. So even if you are not passing journal entry, if suppose in question if they have given journal and then later on ledger accounts also you have to prepare, means you have to go by that only. Journal you have to prepare and then ledger accounts you have to prepare. Whereas if in question if they didn't give journal entries, no, that time you need not prepare journal entries. You can straight away move to the ledger accounts. So you can think it over in mind. Instead of writing the format and narration and entries, all those things, it's a waste of time if they didn't give journal to you. You can straight away move to the ledger accounts. It's no harm in that. Okay, you can straight away move to the ledger accounts. You can think it in mind what would be the entry for that. Okay, so now what you have to do in ledger accounts, no, as I told, in ledger you have to use both the sides of your accounts note. Okay, so this side is left side and this side is right side, and left side at the corner, at the left side corner of your note, no, you have to write debit. So this side, this last end, you have to write the debit. Similarly, right side, at the end of the page, you have to write the credit. So this side is known as, left hand side is known as for debit side. Similarly, right hand side is known for the credit side. So you can use abbreviation DR here and CR here. So this side is debit side and this side is credit side. Next, what you have to do now, you have to write the heading. So heading you have to write ledger accounts in the books of Mr. Vale Murugan for the month of March 1999. So that heading has to be given. Okay, so as per format only, strictly you have to do for the accounting subject. And next what you have to do, you have to mention the date column here. So here this column is meant for a debit side date column. Okay, and next here, no, the one which is broader, so that space will be given for the particulars column. So first is your date column, at the next will be having your particulars column, and then one column you just a small column, you just give it for JF column. JF means journal folio number. Okay, journal folio. Whatever the recording transactions in the journal will be coming to here. So that's what JF column is given here. There LF column will be given, here JF column will be given, which is small space. Usually you don't write anything in this. Okay, and this column, this both the column together, it is known as amount column. You just write in the center amount column. Rupees, this is this one line is for rupees pies. This one small column is for pies. This is rupees. Similarly, this is for rupees, this is for pies column. Okay, so here why we have two amount columns means, if you want to make some transactions will be there, some amounts will be there, you'll be entering all the amounts here, and finally you'll be entering the final amount here. Okay, so that's what you'll be having on inner column and on outer column. So final amount will be entered over here. So this side, left hand side, is fully for debit side. Here debit, you have to write DR and date, particulars, and then there will be the JF column and the amount column, rupees pies, rupees price paisa. And here again similarly, whatever you have written over here, you have to similarly write here also. Okay, again date column, again this broader column is for particulars, and then the small column is for JF journal folio, and then this two column is for amount column, that you have to write rupees pies, rupees pies. Okay, so one is for inner column for all your calculation, and finally after totaling up, after minusing all those things, you will be just doing over in the second column. Okay, after totaling, the final amount will be entered in the last amount column. Okay, so here you will be writing on the top credit. So far we have discussed that you have to write the heading for the sum. Okay, and then debit side and credit side. So this is the left hand side, debit side, this entire thing for debit side, and right hand side is the entire thing for the credit side. And one more thing, what you have to do, no, whatever the transactions has occurred, how many accounts are there into that problem, that much of accounts you have to prepare. Separate accounts has to be prepared. If suppose our entry is cash account data to capital account, means cash account, one separate account you have to prepare, capital account you have to separately prepare. Okay, that month whatever transactions has happened under the cash account, everything will be recorded into that cash account. Okay, on first date I would have started my business, so entry will be cash account debit to capital account. So I have to prepare cash account as well as the capital account. Okay, so if suppose on the 30th or some other date, if I have paid salary, or if I have paid rent, means then my entry will be salary account debit to cash account. In that case, you need not again prepare cash account. Already you have, if you are having one cash account, means in that itself you can enter. No need for separately preparing again cash account. Okay, but you have to prepare salary account and rent account, all those things. Okay, so if you have already opened an account, you can say similarly you can carry out that same thing. You need not prepare again. But if it has occurred for the first time, means then you have to prepare a separate account. So this is the thing. Other one which you have to remember is, if you are finishing it up in this page, means if you are moving to the next page, then again same debit, credit, and then you need not write the heading there. It's not required. You have to again write a date, particulars, JF, amount, rupees, price, all those things. Here also similarly you have to write that, and all you have to strictly follow that. Okay, so that you should never forget. If you are finishing it up in this page, means next page again you have to write the format. That is mandatory. Okay, so next thing what you must remember is, whenever if you are starting up an account, if you are going to prepare a cash account, means left hand side always you will be using two. TO2, two you will be using, and right hand side you will be using by. By. Okay, so left hand side means two only you have to use. Right hand side means by only you have to use. Okay, by you have to use by, and debit side you have to use two. For credit side you have to use by. Okay, if you are changing means you do know basic accounts, they will think like that only. Okay, so this same procedure only will be followed for the final accounts also. Final accounts, while preparing also, you'll be using like this two pages, you will be using simultaneously together. You will be using debit, credit, everything will remain the same only. Like this only, you will be preparing debit side two, you have to use credit side, you have to use buy. Okay, so if you are going to prepare an account, separate accounts you will be preparing, and you just keep open every account and leave some space. Okay, immediately we cannot close. Okay, so if suppose on first, if you see cash account debit to capital account is our entry means, you cannot close the account immediately, because cash account it will get lot of transactions after that. If you see the journal, you can come across, if this is our journal entry means, here cash account once it got repeated, here one time cash, again here cash. Okay, so cash again here it is reflecting. So again if you see here also is there, here. Okay, here also cash account. If you see like this, you will be having lot of transactions with respect to cash. Cash will sometimes come into our business. Cash sometimes will go out of our business. Based upon that, we will be debiting and crediting actually. So if this is the case means, then you cannot immediately close that account. Okay. So for that, what we should do now, if there are lot of transactions means, you just prepare separate accounts and give some space. If I am using cash account here means, immediately I cannot close, because lot of transactions will be there. What I should do, I have to give some space, sufficient space I have to give, and then open the other account here. Okay, so I have to open other account by giving some space. Immediately I cannot close, because cash transaction would have done till the end of that month. On first I would have started my business, but on 31st till 31st some transactions will be there. Cash will come into my business or cash will go out of my business. So I have to give necessary gap for that, and I have to start the other account. You can simultaneously, it is not that you have to close as one account and then only you have to move to the other account. It's not like that. You can open simultaneously all the accounts, whatever required you can open and keep it up. And at the end, if you have finished every transactions, you all everything has been posted means, then you can close that ledger accounts. Okay, so then you can close the ledger account and find out where you are getting the that balance, on the debit side or credit side, where you are getting the balance you can find out. Okay, so you can simultaneously open all the accounts and keep, or if you find that no transaction has occurred after that, then in that situation you can close that account. Okay, but try to give sufficient space. You might itself you think, so this much of transactions it has occurred, so we need to give more number of space. If that transaction doesn't contain much dates it has not occurred means, you can leave a small space for that accordingly, and you can prepare the accounts. Okay, so if you have finished this page means, just move to the next page, and again you can have the headings. Always write the headings at the center. Okay, if you are having the account, salary account means, write in the center salary account, you just write. On the top, if you write the format, it's enough. For the page, if you write on the top, it's enough. Not for each separate entry account, you no need to follow that. Okay, on the top, if you write debit and credit and all the particulars of everything, that is enough. Okay, but try to write the account in the middle: salary account, rent account, cash account, capital account. Accordingly, you leave space, and you can go for the even the next account also. You can start. At the end also, you can close all the accounts and find out whether you are getting a debit balance or credit balance. That you can find out. That I will teach you how to do. Okay, so far we have discussed how to use the accounts note, and then what is the format for that. So this will be the format. Okay, so our ledger accounts format will be in this manner. I am going to work out in this only. Okay, so you have to write the heading, and then debit, credit, all those things you have to write. If you are moving to the next page, again the same, this one you have to write. No need for heading. Okay, and you should write in the center only the account name. You have to write center, and you have to leave space accordingly. accordingly. Okay, so either if they ask you journal, and then if they ask you to post ledger, means journal compulsorily you have to record the entries and then only you have to prepare the ledger accounts, or else you can think it over in your mind and straight away move to the ledger accounts if suppose if they ask only the ledger accounts to you to prepare. Okay,